In this video, we're going to start doing something. The goal of the video is to download and set up the Arduino IDE so that our computer can talk to the Arduino. And once we've got that done, we can start actually building something. Here's an overview of the steps that we're going to take. So first, we're going to check to see if you already have the IDE on your PC or not. And then if it's not there, we're going to download it and install it. And then if it is already there, or at this point, everybody's going to have it already there, and we'll run the software to see that it works correctly and connect the Arduino and then test the connection. So let's get busy. I am going to open a browser, and here we go. And in my browser, I'm going to type https://www.arduino.cc/en/software. And that will take me to the Arduino download screen. And here you have a couple of choices. You can see on the right side of the screen that Windows, you have 3 choices. Linux, you have some choices, and also Mac OS 10. We're going to focus on Windows because I have a Windows computer, but if you have a Mac, this choice should work just fine for you. I'm going to take the choice to download Windows 7 and newer, so I'm going to click there. And when you click there, it's going to come up with this Support the Arduino IDE screen. So just click the Just Download. And it may come up with a short survey when you do that, and if it does, the survey is pretty non-intrusive. Just go ahead and take it. It's basically asking you how are you going to use the Arduino. And then you can see down here, I'm using the Chrome browser, so while I was talking, it was busy downloading, and it's already there. I can click this up arrow and then choose Show in Folder. And I pulled over my Windows Explorer, and here it is. So I'm going to double click it. So next it should come up with the Arduino Setup License Agreement, and you can read it and then agree. And the next screen that comes up is your installation options, and I'm going to accept everything and say next. That's where it's going to put it. That's fine with me, so I will say install. And here our install has completed, so I'm going to push close. And now let's see where it showed up. So I push start, and it should show up there. Or if you want to jump straight to it, you can search for it by going into the Windows search bar, and then you can click on Arduino when it comes up. And when it comes up, it will look like this. Let me make that a little bigger so you can see it. But this is pretty much what the Arduino IDE or the Arduino Studio looks like. The next step is that we need to connect our Arduino and our PC. So the first thing you have to do is tell the Arduino Studio what kind of Arduino you're going to be working with. So I'm going to click Tools on the Arduino Studio menu, and then go down here to Board, and it's assuming, or at least mine is assuming, that I'm going to be putting an Arduino Uno on here, which is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm like, that was easy. But just in case it doesn't show that, let me walk through it. So Tools, Board, and then choose the Arduino AVR boards. And once you choose that, in this list that shows up, you will find Arduino Uno, and you can just click on it. Now at that point, my Arduino Studio is looking for an Arduino board. Perfect. So let's give it one. Here's my Arduino board, and here is the USB cable that came with it. And you can see that the USB cable will go into the socket on the board. And there's only one way you can do it because one is, it's squared off except for the top is a little bit rounded on this USB plug. So I'm just going to plug it in. and we are good to go there. The next thing I'm going to do is plug it into my computer. But before I do, I just want to point out that the bottom of your Arduino has tiny little wires coming through that have been soldered in. And because of that, you don't want to set it on a metal or a wet surface, because the electricity could jump between the pins using the metal surface as a conduit and fry out your Arduino. So if you have a metal desktop, you might put a book or notepad underneath of it to make sure it's insulated from your desktop. All right, go ahead and plug the USB cord into your computer, and let's see what happens. So I'm plugged in now, and we need to look and see if it's actually communicating. Go to the Tools menu again and check under Port, and it should have auto-detected your Arduino and identified what port it went to, and it should be showing you that port. You can click on Port and then look over here and see if it's showing up. And it's possible that you would have a different port than mine, so if yours says COM4, that's okay. And also, it's possible that you could have multiple ports and you might have to pick the one that has the Arduino Uno on it. So if that's the case, come over here and pick the correct port. We can now check to make sure everything's working by doing Tools and Get Board Information. And when you do that, you should see information about your Arduino Uno. That finishes part 2. In the next part, we will create and test a simple circuit.